call the Troy City Council meeting for January the 8th to order. If you will all please rise for a brief invocation and then our Pledge of Allegiance. Before we do our prayer, though, I would like for everyone in our community to please remember our former Fire Chief Outlaw as he is battling some health issues, and also the father of our colleague Greg Meeks, Mr. Charles Meeks, who was a council member here for a long time, well respected, who's also battling a few health issues. But make sure tonight and through your days, please uphold these two individuals that mean a lot to our community in your hearts and in your prayers. If you'll bow with me. Dear Lord, once again, we come before you humbled and grateful for the opportunity to represent our constituents in the great city of Troy. Please lift up Chief Outlaw and former Councilman Meeks in your care and help them through these health issues that they're having to be stronger and grow stronger each and every day. Please lead us and guide us in everything we say and do and make it be pleasing unto your sight. In your name we pray. Amen. Amen. Man, if you'll face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. We have a relatively short agenda this evening, and so we will move through it as quickly and expeditiously as possible. Council, you have the minutes of the previous meeting before you. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes? If not, is there a motion to approve? By Mr. Jones, seconded by? Second. Ms. Baker. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the minutes are approved. The first item on our agenda is Ms. Saran Wilkes with Save of Life Troy, and we would ask that you please come forward. Reintroduce yourself, and then I believe you wanted to talk to us a little bit about Save a Life and the Sanctity of Life Month, which is the month of January, and we welcome your brief comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. We appreciate the opportunity. I'm going to pass the microphone over to our Director, Jane Ward, for a brief moment.
Hi, my name is Jane Ward. I am the Executive Director at the Save a Life Center here in Troy. And we wanted to just basically share with our council here in Troy about our center. It's a pregnancy care center, and they're located all throughout the United States. And I'm going to pass around a resolution that was made by the Senate of Alabama last year about the importance of pregnancy care centers throughout the state of Alabama and also throughout the nation themselves, and how much they mean to the communities. Now, I am not going to be up here a long time, I promise. I'm definitely not going to read that. But what I am going to do is share with the audience as well as the council people the impact that pregnancy centers have on the communities. Number one, we are life-affirming impact on communities. We serve women in Alabama and across the U.S. with integrity and compassion, and this is what that says in a nutshell. There are thousands who provide care for families who face an unplanned pregnancy with physical, psychological, and spiritual needs. The cost-saving benefits of pregnancy care centers is over $3 million in local and state government. We offer free, confidential, and compassionate help, which includes pregnancy testing, client coaching, childbirth and parenting classes, medical and community referrals for services. We encourage women to make positive, life-affirming decisions with accurate information concerning their choices. We provide support for women who choose childbirth over abortion. We ensure women get the prenatal information and services that they need to assist them in healthy births. We provide grief assistance for families who regret the loss of their children through abortion, miscarriage, and stillbirth. And we work to prevent unplanned pregnancies by presenting abstinence education in schools. We rely on donations of finances, material goods, and volunteer time for caring for individuals who support pregnancy centers so that we can provide services to these families. And what I did was I made sure that everyone had a folder which has a few goodies in it, a pen, and also this particular lapel pin, which is the size of a baby's feet at 10 weeks in the womb. This sheet basically shares with you what I just shared with you about the cost-saving benefits of care centers. Our center, particularly since we have been recording data on the computer since 2006, we have seen over 19,000 women since 2006. And of course, our center has been here in Troy 32, going on 33 years. So we have been a big part of this community. Just last year, we served 1,273 families through our various services. And as Councilman Paramore said, we did want to talk to you about Sanctity of Human Life Sunday, which is January 20th this year, where we recognize that every life is precious and important, including the life of the unborn. This little Discover Hope, Ms. Wilkes will share some with you, but I just wanted you to look at our statistics, which is right here at the top, and it basically shows you how many clients we had. We have just started doing medical ultrasounds, and since August we've had 40, which is averaging 10 per week until the end of the year. They are done by trained, registered nurses, professionals. We performed 420 pregnancy tests. We gave 50 gospel presentations, and we had 378 people to participate in our education classes. Thank you. Ms. Wilkes?
As Ms. Ward shared with you, for 2019, our theme for the whole year is Discover Hope. And centers like Save a Life offer an opportunity for folks that are faced with an unplanned pregnancy or that are struggling with a miscarriage or abortion issues, then we are able to provide them hope through our counseling and through our services provided. We are a nonprofit, as Ms. Ward mentioned. Our mission is to see the truth in God's Word birthed in our community, and we just thank you all for the opportunity to come and share with you what we do. We encourage our county, our community, and our councilman and our mayor to help support Save a Life, and we thank you so much for that.
And we'd love for all of you to be guests at our dinner, which is March 22nd at Park Memorial United Methodist Church. It is our annual fundraiser. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions, comments from the council for our guests this evening? If not, thank you both for coming and making your presentation. All right, the next item on our agenda is Resolution 2019-29, and at this moment, after discussion, of course, we went right into the minutes and everything. I do want everyone to know we did meet at 4 o'clock upstairs for our executive committee, 3 o'clock for our executive committee meeting, and we did hear a presentation from Design Alabama to give us a presentation there on some of their projects that they're doing and findings for our community. We did discuss our agenda items, and one of those items was Resolution 2019-29, and I believe at this point we need a motion to carry this forward to our next regular scheduled meeting, which is January the 22nd. So moved. By Mr. Meeks, seconded by Ms. Baker. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, Mayor, we will carry this resolution forward. We do not have any appointments this evening, Mayor, but we do welcome your comments and report.
Yes, I appreciate so much you mentioning Chief Outlaw at the beginning of the meeting. You know, it can't be understated. We started to run rescue with the Troy Fire Department under Chief Outlaw's watch. That's something that he pushed, and all of you have voted for medical supplies and equipment that those men use every day to help save people's lives. So we'll certainly be praying for him. And one of the greatest honors of my life was serving with Charles Meeks for 16 years. on the council. You know, we're praying for y'all every day, Greg, and appreciate him so much. This community is a better place because of all Mr. Meeks has done for it. Happy New Year. This is the first time we've met in 2019, and we certainly hope that it'll be a tremendous year. I certainly want to several things to say. I've got a little more of a comments tonight than I probably normally would, but a lot seemed to have happened. Our friend Neil Brown is off to West Virginia, and I would be remiss if I didn't say publicly how much I appreciate Neil and Brooke and their family and what they've meant to Troy over the last 4 years. We have certainly become a program, a winning program again, and reached a level that's really special. And I think they've left intact a program that can move forward. And I'm sure that you know, and one of the special things about Neil was he embraced the community. They worked really hard to, you know, when you replace a legend like Larry Blakeney, you know, that's a hard thing to do. And but Neil and his family, they jumped in with both feet, and they really worked hard to be special in this community. And he encouraged the young men on that football team to get involved and be active in the community. And he's just you know, over and over and over you hear about football coaches leaving, and you know, the players find out later, or there's a press conference and it's secret and it's quiet and it's this and it's that. You know, watching Neil, I didn't get to see it in person, but him walking out there on that video and speaking to the fans and saying, hey, you know, he is, you know, he's a top-notch guy, and I just want to wish him all the best, and really appreciate what he's done for our community, and know that you know, that he'll do a great job. I know this has been a long time coming. Our Academy Street report. I look forward to everybody looking at that. We have a link on our website where everybody can look at our Academy Street report, and we'll begin to delve into that. You know, as you know, since we last met, we got our study back on the school system, and we're still in the process of reviewing that, and in the you know, in the near future, we'll begin to talk about ways that we can get impact, you know, influence, and I lost. I don't know what the word is that I'm trying to think
Inspiration,
of.
maybe.
Well, no. I wish I was. I wish I was inspired. But no. But feedback from the community, feedback from the system, feedback from the businesses as they look into and look at that study. And so I think we've got 2 documents with that and this Academy Street study going into 2019 that will provide a roadmap for us to make Troy a better place to live. And I'll take a sip of water and then I'll close, but I've got one more thing to say. I spent the day today
on the square. So I'm going to start my set off with a Chris Stapleton song, and it's called Baby I Was Wrong. I know just how much they must have hurt, and I'll take it back. Won't you let me take it back? No, I told you that I don't love you. I'd be better off with someone new, but I take it back. Won't you let me take it back? Girl, you know that I still love you, and you know that I'm so alone. I don't know why I told you that I didn't need you. Can't you see that, baby? I was wrong.
That was cheating! You're right! You cheated! It's being it! There's fraud!
What I wouldn't give to be your lover again. All I wanna do is touch your skin, yeah, yeah. If I had you right here, right now, I'd tell you, tell you, tell you, I'd tell you. Now, girl, you know that I still love you, and you know that I'm so alone. I don't know why I told you that I didn't need you. Can't you see that, baby? I was wrong.
You're still right!
There's been some discussion, some erroneous information. I've talked with Jim Tooley with USA Basketball. The young lady from Illinois cashed her check in August. Not only did, and then she found out on December 4th that there was a problem. She got a certified check and then sent it back to USA Basketball on December the 6th. She's playing basketball right now. The young lady in Missouri is not playing basketball, but it's related to something with the school that she was going to and has absolutely nothing to do with the check that she received from USA Basketball. So the only high school student in the United States of America that's been affected by this check is Maury Davenport. Now, when they found out, they called Tara in Prattville, Alabama, where she was at a middle school basketball game on November the 26th, and the lady was overseas, and, they were having trouble hearing each other. She said, there's a problem, that we've discovered. I'm going to call you tomorrow when we can talk. They talked on the 27th. She sent her the information. She sent her the rule that they had gotten, because normally what the USA Basketball is supposed to do, and what they always do, is if they have a high school student that participates, they call their individual associations or federations and ask about whether or not to mail or not to mail the check. So they had failed to do that. They were supposed to make that call, and they were supposed to not send Maury a check or whoever else that was forbidden to get one. Now, once all that happened, and they told Tara about it, she said, no problem, I'll return the money immediately. There's been some misinformation or misunderstanding that it took 91 days or something like that. They found out on the 27th. The check was sent on the 28th, along with, they spent $40 to expedite it. Jim Tooley, the CEO of USA Basketball, told me that really about 48 hours, but less than 72 hours from the time that they told the Davenports that there was a problem, that they had the money in hand in Colorado. The overwhelming and ironic thing about all of this is that Maury Davenport played basketball for the preeminent amateur basketball organization in the United States as deemed by Congress, and it cost her her amateur status. It's really unbelievable. And it's a situation that is, it's so rare that you have this type of situation where it's USA Basketball. And that's really what makes this different. I stood right there and put my hand on the Bible and said that I would enforce the rules, that I would enforce the ordinances and the laws of this city. Rules and laws and things like that mean a lot to me. But I can see, that this is a different situation because of USA Basketball and the mistakes that they made. And, it's just, it's just hard to believe. And she is held up with grace. I would, I will not say anything bad about the Alabama High School Athletic Association or Steve Savarese. They are, they are human beings that maybe they're, trying to do the best they can. And, maybe they don't know everything that I know. I've spent a lot of time between December 19th and today trying to get to know everything about this and trying to find a way to let that young lady get back on the basketball court. So, I hope and pray that she'll be able to finish her senior year. She's already missed most of it. It has gotten the attention of the United States. She was on Good Morning America this morning. This will continue to be national news, quite frankly, because it's easy to see, what a difficult situation it is, and what a, I would beg that they would reconsider. And I appreciate it. I just wanted to, I've been working on this a lot, and I know y'all have, y'all know that, but, this is important. I feel like we've got a child in this community that's it's gotten a bad deal. And I'm not laying the fault of that at anybody's feet, but as long as I got breath in my lungs, we're going to try to change it. So thank y'all for indulging that. But I just wanted to I haven't gotten on social media. I haven't said a lot, but I wanted to, put out how I felt, what I thought, and what I know the facts to be on the record. So thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Mayor. Any questions or comments for the mayor from the council at this point? If not, Mr. Jones, we welcome your comments.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First of all, I would just like to commend our mayor. Mayor, I thank you for your support for the Davenport family. And I know it means a lot to them, because just sitting here listening to you, it touched me to hear you express your feelings like that. And I just want the Davenport family to know that we're behind them and we're praying for them. As for District 1, I will not be in my office on this third Sunday. I will, if you have any comments or complaints or anything, you can reach me at my phone. It's 268-1710. But on third Sunday of next month, hopefully I can get back in my office, and if you have anything you want to discuss, anything, you stop by and we'll discuss it to the best of our ability. And we're just praying for all of our colleagues that have sick, Mr. Meeks, Mr. Outlaw, and praying for the city as a whole, that God will bring healing if it's His will, and that He will continue to bless us, and we continue to lift each other up. Thank you.
And I think it's Special Cleanup Month.
It is. It is. This is January, ain't it?
That's right.
District 1 is cleanup month. We got another 22 days, I believe.
Good
So
day.
you put all your excess Christmas stuff and whatever that you have out, and I think Mr. Daniels and Bond and his crew will come by and scoop it up for you. Thank you, Mr. Paramore.
Thank you, Mr. Meeks.
Yes, sir. I'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year also, and I'd like.
This next one is actually an original song that I wrote, and I actually got to record it last week in my cousin's best friend's studio, so that was really cool. Thanks, Ryan. This is called Beneath the Smoke Ring.